Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another addicted fishing video. Today we are locked and loaded to go do some dangerous stuff. We have a very special hole that we've been invited to on some private property, and it's gonna take some very, very scary things to get down to it. So follow along, it's gonna be an interesting day. We got our bobber rods, we got our jigs and spinners. Let's go find some fish. I don't know, dude.
I got it cut back over there way long ago.
Like right at the corner?
Yeah.
I just didn't see a defined trail. Nobody's been going down there, so it's hard to tell. It was a lot better trail last time. Okay, now we're on the right path, everybody. The inevitable search for the trail to the fishing hole. It can definitely be a BITCH sometimes, but somehow we missed this one. But we're on the right path now. Now this little adventure is not one for the weak of heart, and we actually couldn't bring Little on this little trip here because you guys are about to see what we have to go through to get down to this fishing hole, and I did not see it safe for Little to be with us doing this. So little man, we love you. He's in the truck, he's in our thoughts, in our prayers, and we'll see him in a little bit, because once we're done here, hopefully have a great little session. We're gonna go to another place where hopefully we can take a fish home for dinner for you guys. So let's get down here safely. Let's go catch a fish. There it is. Found it. Leave a good gap in between us too.
Yeah.
Leave a good 15, 20 feet in between each person just to be safe. Yeah, she's a bit of a leaner these days, boys. Woo, I don't know. Come here, Sean, you can stand right here. Here goes nothing. This is sketchy, everybody. This is probably a 150-foot cliff. You can see the wall right here. Just go straight down, and we're about to go sky high here, out into the abyss. You can see it's kind of tweaked over the years. It's leaning to the side a little bit, but feels awfully sturdy. I think we're okay. Worth it. I don't know if you guys are starting to see the glimpse of the hole down here below, but oh my god, we are going to wreck them down here. I can't wait. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Feeling good about this. We got it. We got it. Home free. Home free. Ow! 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 Wow, that was freaky. Let's take a look from the bottom here once we reach it. What do you ladies and gentlemen think? Worth it? I think so. It's kind of tough. Everything is so overgrown down here. It's really hard to see where the hell I'm going. But I want to get to the top of the hole here. Up here where it starts. Man, this looks perfect. It's beautiful down here. Really don't want to step into a hole here. Start my day off with a broken foot. Okay, I think we made it. I think we made it, ladies and gentlemen. Got it. Yes, we made it. And take a look at this fishing hole. Holy shnikes. Game on. Game the frick on. Let's go time. Got my eggs, got my sandos. It is time to put the first cast in this hole of the year. I don't believe anybody's been down here probably for a couple years, but we've had a killer salmon run this year, if you guys have seen on many of our addicted videos here, but I cannot, I'm like literally shaking, everybody. I can't wait to get my stuff in the water here. Forgot a rag, of course. Okay. Here it goes. Here we go, first cast. Might have been a bite there. First cast. A little bit of a suspicious action from the bobber. Go a little bit deeper on this next cast here. Okay, let's go to that other hole. Okay, spinner 30, everybody. Saw a fish roll right at the top of this rapid as we were headed up to the next hole. First little sign of life that we've seen so far this morning, or this afternoon. Oh, I just saw one follow it. Swear to God. One just followed it right to the bank. Come on. Oh, all I saw was his fins as he turned and went away. Oh, just got smacked. I'll try that same cast. I think I found him. Started it way up here. I let it go all the way to the bottom. Give it a nice little tug. Get that blade going. Right down there in their faces. Come on. Come on, work your magic. Work your black magic, Michael Jackson. Damn it. Well, so far this year I've found just about every single time I've seen a fish roll in the hole around me, we end up catching it. So it's definitely a sign of things to be looking for when you're salmon fishing is look for the activity. Look for the fish that are moving around and being aggressive, that are swimming to the surface and splashing and that are gonna be willing to bite. Because a lot of times with salmon, especially when they get schooled up, not all of them want to bite. So it takes that initiative of moving around and looking for and using the signs that the fish give you to find them, and that way you can get on them and cast in front of them and get them to bite. So I saw this one roll. I'm gonna give him one more fresh bait, and then we're gonna move up into that sexiness of a hole above us. So a good way to conserve your sand shrimp, which can be very hard to find sometimes, is by using just the heads or just the tails. The heads seem to work better for me at times because they hold a little bit more scent, because they have like the brains and they have this little scent pocket right in between their eyes that actually is probably the stinkiest part of the sand shrimp, whereas the tail has a little bit more meat and a little bit more sustenance for those things to go after. But the thing is, the head has really good scent, so we're gonna stick with the heads for now. Go just a skosh deeper, 6 inches or so, not too much. Get her right up in there. Oh, there he is. He bobber upped me hard. You guys see how that bobber stood straight up out of the water? A lot of times that's what will happen when that fish grabs it and takes the weight off of your bobber. That thing will float straight up in the air like that. Okay, we're gonna get that one. That was a solid bite. I was on this inside line. Come on, baby. Bobber up me hard. Dang it. Yep. There he is. Got him. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh, this looks like a smaller one, but I got him. Woo! Oh, it's a trout. Holy moly, it's a giant rainbow. Nonetheless, he's ours. Wow. I've actually never caught a rainbow trout like this on this river. And this thing is absolutely gorgeous and it's huge. Look at this thing. So times I feel like these rainbows like this aren't necessarily resident. Oh, see you later, buddy. But anyways, sometimes I feel these trout will actually follow the salmon up from the main stems of rivers that they come from, getting ready for them to spawn, follow them all the way up to their spawning grounds and eat those eggs as those big salmon start to spawn in the tributary rivers. So that was probably the biggest trout I've ever caught in this river. So fish number one, feeling good. And I have a feeling that's what we saw jump up here. It didn't really seem like a salmon the first time. So let's head up, let's go to the next hole. onward. Okay, time to switch to the spinner. There it is, got him, got him. Fish on. Ooh, that's all it took. We went away from the bait, went to a spinner, and now we got one. Key is, how the hell are we gonna land it? Little. And we got him. All right. There it is, choked on the Michael Jackson. Beautiful. There he is, everyone. First fish of the day, and a beauty nonetheless. Woo, we worked hard for this one, walked a lot of miles, been scaling cliffs and running around in the canyons, and we got ourselves some dinner. Got him. Fish number 2, everybody. This one was on the bobber rod. We're using a bunch of different methods today, obviously, as you can see. This one is my 3-ounce bobber rod. I'm using about 50-pound test, 3-ounce bobber, 3-ounce cannonball, and a 3-aught hook. 3s all around. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. Gotta scale this. Scale this. Here we go. Look out, little. Fish number 2 in the box. There he is. Another perfect butterball of a Chinook salmon. I love it. This is what hard work and persistence is all about. So I'll show you guys my setup really quick. So the rod I'm using today is the Guide Select Classic. This is actually a boat rod, but it's a 9.3, 15 to 30 pound rod, and it casts this 3-ounce bobber really well. I got the Okuma Citrix on here, and again, 50-pound Enforcer braid. And all I got going here, probably one of the simplest setups you can do. 3-ounce cannonball, 15-pound tough line, fluorocarbon, and a 3-aught mustad hook, and it's working. Fish number 2, dead. Oh, I love the smell of Chinook salmon. Oh, it's the Springer musk. Yeah, that's how you get the ladies. You protecting the fish, little? Ladies and gentlemen, made it back to the houseboat, and I have a very, very special recipe in store for you guys today. We're going to do something very tasty and delectable with these amazing spring Chinook. Got them on ice in the Addicted Kill Bag. If you guys have never seen these, you can find them at most any store in the Northwest, or you can order them on our website, addicted.fishing, and they work really nicely. I'm kind of regretting I didn't take this down to the hole, because I had to pack it all the way up that staircase and all the way out of the canyon, but you know what? At least my fish are cold and on ice now, so let's get these things cleaned. Let's see what these things look like inside. I have a good feeling about this. Voila! Oh my goodness, look at that meat. Thank the creator for this one. Nothing like working hard for a good meal, and today we did just so. But I must say, days like today are probably my favorite memories or you gotta work for them. You gotta hike through the canyons, and you gotta find the fish that you're looking for. And boy, did we find exactly what we were looking for here. Just look at that meat. See some comments below on that fillet right there. Restaurant quality or what? All right, everybody, we're back in the kitchen, and on the menu for tonight is a saffron salmon linguine. That sounds a little bit high and mighty for myself, but I think it's gonna taste amazing, and I'm trying something new tonight. So the real deal with all this is the fresh ingredients. We have an incredible piece of salmon. You guys saw right where this came from. We got some shallots, we got garlic, we got fresh tomatoes, we got some really neat linguine, and of course the saffron seasoning. And this thing has a long history. This is this actual one comes from Spain, and it has a very earthy kind of man, I don't even really know how to explain it. It's a mix between like rosemary and basil almost, and I think it's gonna go really well. So we're gonna sear the salmon in the pan, and then we're gonna saute the linguine once it's done with a bunch of other ingredients here in a wok, and then we're gonna pair it all together for an amazing meal. So let's get this started. Damn it. That onion made me emotional. I swore I wasn't gonna cry. Tomatoes into the pan. All right, now for the high quality salmon. And of course, for high quality salmon, we want high quality ingredients. So what we're gonna go with here is we're gonna start with my favorite, of course, just a little bit of garlic seasoning. Not crazy. This fish has so much flavor, we really do not wanna add too much to it. I'm gonna go some freshly ground pepper. A little bit of French gray sea salt, and I really like this stuff because it's very potent. And the nice thing about using this instead of just a normal iodized table salt is that you do not have to use very much. So just a small sprinkle of that French gray. And then for the main event seasoning, saffron. And this is gonna complement the olive oil and the flavor of these tomatoes and the garlic that we're gonna have, and of course the shallots. And we're gonna go very light on this. Just a smidge, and then we're almost gonna do like a blackening style to this when we cook it. We're gonna do it in a pan. And I like to use like an avocado oil instead of an olive oil or a vegetable oil when I do some kind of frying of fish like this, when I'm gonna be pan searing it, because I feel the olive oil adds a little bit too much flavor, and it actually, when you get it too hot, turns into a more fatty oil than any kind of vegetable oil or avocado oil. So that's what we're gonna go with here. Give that stuff a little pat. Into the pan we go. Okay. Water's boiling. We're gonna add a splash of avocado oil to keep our noodles from sticking. And in goes our linguines. All right, so on goes our mixture that's gonna make the noodles. Now this is gonna be a separate dish. The fish will go on top of the linguine, but the linguine recipe is really tasty here. So we're gonna do this, get it all mixed up and sauteed, make it nice and sexy, and then we're gonna add our noodles to this and toss it around and add our Parmesan cheese. So here goes the veggies. A little bit of olive oil in there. Give it some love, give it some taste, give it some pizzazz. Chop in our garlic, check our noodles. We wanna make sure these get done kind of soft because we're gonna be cooking them again in with this dish, and then we're gonna get our fish going. Those are definitely not done yet, but one of my favorite things in the world is half-cooked noodles. Let's see some comments below for all you half-cooked noodle lovers out there. Oh my God, instantly smells amazing. One day smell-o-vision will be a thing, and Addicted Fishing will be the most popular YouTube channel in the world. Okay, I'm gonna add just another dash of that gray salt, and then wait for those tomatoes to start to soften up a little bit. Turn that heat back off and wait for my linguine noodles to be done. All right, nudes are officially sent. There we go. Woo, steamy. I'm gonna give these things a nice rinse to get some of that starch off. That way it cooks well with all the rest of the ingredients. And let those drain for just a second. We're gonna get the rest of our stuff ready to go here. So before I put my noodles in, I'm gonna add a little bit of butter and a little bit of white wine into my concoction here so that that goes and dresses in well with the noodles. So let's get that done. Drink of butter. What I have here is a cupcake wine, is the brand. It's a Sauvignon Blanc. Just a nice little mellow wine that goes with. I'm not gonna add too much flavor, but it'll get it that nice little fresh taste of that white wine. That'll go very nicely. Just a little splash should do. I'm gonna get that heat back going again here. Now it's time to get our fish going. Avocado. Okay, grease is hot. In goes our fish. And the best way to get that nice crispy skin is to make sure that you keep the pressure down as that stuff starts to tense out. Because instantly, once that stuff hits the pan, it'll start to constrict, and you'll get this big, weird, kind of odd-shaped piece of fish here. So we want to make sure to keep that pressure down until it starts to get that initial bit of cooking. Man, that looks delicious. In goes nudes. Start letting that stuff marinate, let all that white wine, all that butter kind of toss around in those noodles. Let all those flavors come together here. And then we'll add our last ingredient, and that is our grated Parmesan cheese. All right, time for the flip. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. We got a nice crust, and then we're gonna finish this off with a little bit of butter. Let that flesh side cook and render, and a little bit of butter here. Our last bit of ingredients to the pasta, we're gonna one more flip. We're gonna add a tiny bit of agave, just for that little bit of a sweetness. Add that kind of interesting flavor to it. A little bit of black ground pepper, and last but not least, a good healthy portion of Parmesan. Give that a nice toss up. Maybe just a smidge more parm. Woo! And those nudes are ready to go. There. I do believe it's time. Oh, that's beautiful. You can see we're starting to see those ribs. That meat's starting to break apart from the skin. That means it's time to eat. Ooh, it's time to plate, people. Okay, and to the plates we go. And I am so excited. Ooh, generous portion indeed. I'm gonna go nice. This is one of my favorite ways to kind of quarter out a salmon, is right down that lateral line. Oh my goodness. Look at the amount of fat in that fish, everyone. You can see that's what makes these spring Chinooks so amazing, is that fat content. You can see how deep into the meat that is. How beautiful. And on top there, just a quick squeeze of lemon over the top. Maybe a little dusting of pepper. Wow. And magnifique. We're ready to eat. Oh my God, I cannot wait to dig in, everybody. Salmon is cooked perfect. The smell of that saffron is very unique. If you guys haven't tried it, I would highly recommend it. It's not a very cheap spice, but it goes well on a lot of different fish, and it goes really well with any kind of shellfish like shrimp or crab or anything like that. But first bite, let's be the judge. That saffron, of course, with that very, very rich and buttery flavor of the fish, with that Parmesan and that white wine sauce, is absolutely off the charts. I need a little piece of that tomato now. Oh my God. Holy canokes. I'm gonna die a happy man. Unbelievable. Well, everybody, I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode and this adventure that we went on. It was a little dangerous, a little hairy and scary at times, but it was fun nonetheless. I want to thank you all so much again for being here with us today. It's about time I sit down with my special lady and enjoy this meal. If you want to see more fun videos just like you saw here today, go up here and click this link to this next video. Go down here, hit subscribe, turn those bells on. Please give this video a thumbs up so the world sees it, and comment below and you can be the comment of the day, just like this person right here. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You stay fishy, and we'll see you out there.